Talk to an investment banker, a private equity acquisition person, or a venture capitalist, and I'm super duper willing to bet that they'll say something along the lines of, when we look at companies for success metrics, we're looking at team, market size, product development, something like that. Look, it's written about, read Venture Deals. Jason Mendelson taught me this many years ago. Fine. But now you're the CEO. You're the person responsible for doing this. This is not a platitude. This is not a metric. This is you. What the hell does this team stuff mean? So this is part 3 of my 4-part series on the stuff that you own as CEO. It doesn't have to be a startup. It can be a 100-year-old company. It can be slow moving. But what do you own? What does it mean? And that's what I dive into here. This is part 3. Part 1 was about vision. Why the hell do we exist? Why should anyone care? Part 2, metrics and realistic capital strategy. What are we going after? Why are we going after it? What are we leading? What are we bleeding edge? This is part 3, team. This is a stable and trustworthy team and culture. Stable, trustworthy team and culture. Right? Culture, let's go backwards. Culture is what happens when no one's watching. Teams, the coalescing of different individuals together. I trust people to be late. I trust to cheat, the sunscreen song. But what is worthy of trust within this group of teams and cultures? Is it stable? Can we rely on it? Because if you can't trust someone, if it's not stable, if it doesn't feel like a team and the cultural aspects are all shadow culture, what do you got here? Maybe you've got this theory of an individual who can do great things. But most CEOs, most of the time, usually know trustworthy and stable team and culture is the ties that bind. How do we create this? What do we do with this? That is your job. But you can't do this unless you can lead yourself. If you can't lead yourself, you're not going to lead a small group of people called your C-suite. If you can't lead your C-suite into believing that a trustworthy and stable team and culture is worthwhile and it creates massive value for you, then they're not going to be able to push it down even further. So the question is, how do you look at the trustworthiness, the stability, the concepts of team, the concepts of culture, and level them up? Because it's your job. And if this isn't going right, you can blame and shame everyone else for doing it wrong, but the buck stops with you. Because that's what leadership is about. We are leading a group. We are leading an organization. We are leading stakeholders. We are trying to make a more trustworthy, stable team and culture. Buck stops with you. Thank you for your time.